Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to the English Language School. Thank you for being with us this morning. We are very, very happy to have you here. So, welcome. Today, I look very American.
You look very American.
I look very American. Today we are going to start the lesson with the practice of the irregular verbs and their pronunciation. The video that we will watch today will show the verb in the present and then in the past tense. When you hear the verb in the present, let's repeat the verb in the past. So, for example, the first word is. And the last, in the past, it's was. Is, was. For example, it is hot outside today. It was hot outside yesterday because this is Texas and it's always hot.
If you have any questions, please leave them below.
Thank you, Miss Evie. My beautiful engineering colleague and friend has said if you have a question, put it in the comment section below, please, and we will be able to answer your questions. All right, so without more waiting, let's go and watch our video of the irregular verbs.
Are, were. Begin, began. Blow, blew. Break, broke. Build, built. Buy, bought. Catch, caught. Come, came. Cut, cut. Do, did. Draw, drew. Drive, drove. Eat, ate. Fall, fell. Feed, fed. Find, found. Fly, flew. Get, got. Give, gave. Go, went. Have, had. Hold, held. Keep, kept. Know, knew. Lead, led. Leave, left. Let, let. Make, made. Mean, meant. Meet, met. Pay, paid. Put, put. Ride, rode. Run, ran. Say, said. See, saw. Sell, sold. Send, sent. Set, set. Sit, sat. Sleep, slept. Speak, spoke. Speed, sped. Spend, spent. Swim, swam. Teach, taught. Tell, told. Think, thought. Throw, threw. Win, won. Write, wrote.
You, Alejandro.
All right, you're on.
So
You start all over.
I'm gonna start all over.
We have the modal verb may first.
Thank you, monsieur. All right, so today we're going to speak about the modal verb may because it's super useful and we use it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
May is a word that we use to ask for permission. You will see this word almost always when you're asking someone of authority. For example, you ask your boss to give you the day off, or you say, "Oh no, I have to go to the doctor today. I need to leave early, but you need permission. In Spanish, the word is permiso. I need permission to leave early. So may I, pregunta, because you have your auxiliary and then your subject. May I leave early tomorrow? May I leave early tomorrow? Good use of the word radical change.
I was saying mom and dad.
Mom and dad. Oh yeah, mom and dad. What is that, sign language? So your mother and father, you ask your mother and father, or a child will ask a parent, may we go home now? Sometimes if you are at a dinner and it is a formal situation, you will say something like, may I be excused? Excuse me, may I be excused, please? Now, the answer to this question is either yes, you may, or in the negative, no, you may not. Positive is yes, you may, and the negative will be no, you may not. If you see for the question, it is may I, or for a group of people, may we. And the answer for both is in the positive, yes, you may, or in the negative, no, you may not. When we have the word may, or any auxiliary or modal verb, the modal verb will not change for the subject. So for example, with the subject of he, the singular third person, or she, or you, the auxiliary will not change. Let's look at our next slide for more examples. We like this word can. We use can quite a bit more. Can be used to ask for permission as well. Sometimes we'll use the word could. Ask for permission, part dos. Can either give you permission or not give you permission, but usually it will speak about ability. The word could is a very good and very polite way to ask a question. Perhaps you are asking for, permission to do something, or you are asking for some help. Could I begin now? Could she come? Could he go with us? Could I start later, please? Could we leave early? Could they come back? When you are asking for a favor or you are asking for permission, you will use the word could. Could in Spanish is the word podría. Now, the word could is a good word because we can use it in many situations. Could. I could leave just a little bit early, maybe. I could begin now. Could I begin now? To give the answer to this question, the answer will be yes, I can. When we answer these questions, the answer we change from could to the word can. So if I ask you, could I begin now? Your answer will either be yes, I can, or no, I can't. Okay, let's take a look at our next slide. Yes, I can, or no, I can't. Maybe one more? Huh? Huh? All right, so we're still on asking for permission. Different ways to ask for permission. The word may is a polite way to ask for permission, especially if you ask from authority. May I be excused? Meaning, may I please leave? May I be excused? May I leave early today? In order to leave early, I need to ask permission from my boss. May I leave early today? May I have a second chance? Maybe you are a child, or your child wants to ask for permission to do something. The child will say, may I have a break, please? Something like that. Excuse me? We have a good video that will talk about some of the other modal verbs. Let's look at our video to review some examples of modal verbs. In your classroom online, you will be able to see a more challenging level 2 video, but it will be a good video to show you more information about modal verbs. In this video, these are examples of questions. Let's look at the video.
May I get that boxed? Can you please pass the salt? May I use the pepper? Can you cut my hair today? May I get a shampoo? Can you gift box this? May I take this home today? Can you open the door? May I play too? Okay, great. Now it's your turn. Okay, great job. I'll see you next time.
Sweet, cool, wonderful, bomb diggity. So an easy way to remember the difference between can and may. May is going to ask for permission almost always from authority, like a boss or a teacher or a parent. Thank you, ML. ML is making a comment here that says, and yes, radical change is a good vocabulary word. You are correct. Can, could, and would are used to ask a polite question, but we use the word can to also ask for permission. Can I help you? Or can I please borrow your pencil, for example? The word could, and this is a very good point, ML has made a comment that the word could is only used in the past tense. That's not exactly true, but we will use the word could as the past tense of can. And could can also be used in the future. If you're asking for a favor, a favor is when you need someone or would like someone to do something for you, but there is no obligation. The word could, if we can pull up our Google Translate and then perhaps a page on auxiliary modal verbs. The word could is a lovely word when you need to ask for someone to do something like a favor. For example, could you help me out? Could you help me out? Another lovely question, very common, is could you give me a hand? Could you give me a hand? This question in intention is equal to could you help me out? Could you help me out? Could you give me a hand? They are equal. When you are in a formal situation, we will also use the word could. Let's look at the example of could you. Could you get me a cup of coffee? Or maybe you are at a fancy restaurant and you want to ask for more. I have here a delicious cup of coffee made by the beautiful Miss Evie. Evie made an excellent cup of joe today. Por cierto, cup of joe is a way to say coffee. So, beautiful Evie made a delicious cup of joe for me this morning. I drank the delicious cup of coffee, and now I have no more. I want more coffee. Excuse me.
Yes.
Could I get a refill? Refill is where they replace or give you more of the same drink. I want and need, not want friends, but need. I need more coffee. Can I please get a refill?
Yes, you could.
Thank
yes,
you.
Can.
Thank you. Save me. If I don't have any coffee, I might cry. I already started and by golly, it will continue. Could. So, the word could, should not have said that. Gosh darn what it works. Could. So when you are in a formal situation, we ask questions, polite questions with the word could. Could you help me? Could you give me a refill of delicious coffee? Um, Beautiful Evie.
Yes.
Could you take us to the reading for today?
Why, yes, I could. And I can, and I will.
She said, yes, I can, and yes, I will. Will is another modal verb. This one, will, talks about something in the future. If you want to give a sentence that is negative in the future, you say will not or won't. But in Evie's case, she said, yes, I will. Now she is going to pull up our reading for today. I think. Ooh. It's exciting. Now this reading for today is a level 1. Can I borrow your car? No. Can I get you something to drink? Yes, coffee. Could is the past tense of can. Yes. We ready?
Yes.
Beautiful.
Very simple, level 1 reading. This is about buying an apple.
Buying an apple. Ooh, that sounds fun.
Could I buy an apple?
Bless you. So I will read the the sentence, or the paragraph, third time's a charm, the paragraph twice. Okay. She is hungry. She wants an apple. She walks outside. She goes to her car. She drives to the market. She sees a lot of apples. The green apples look sour. The red apples look sweet. She takes a red apple. She goes to the cashier. She gives him money. She eats the apple. Do you have any questions about the vocabulary words in the reading today? Let's look at the word sour. Sour. Sour is a good word. Sour, thank you, Miss Virginia. Sour means that something is the opposite of sweet. Let's think. Lemons are sour. ¿Qué más? What else is sour? Vinegar is sour. Pickles are sour. Pickles are sour. The flavor of something that is not. It's a good question. ML is asking, what is a cashier? Look at the baby. Agrio? Ácido. Casi. Almost. Amargo. Yeah, Kelly. Kelly's on it today. Sorry, that was loud. Look at the baby. Poor baby. So, Miss Kelly is right. Amargo, the flavor of sour. Now, we use the word sour equal to the word tart. sour. Whoop, poor sweet thing. Sour. So if you feed someone something like a lemon or perhaps a piece of fruit that is not sweet. Sour is the opposite of sweet. You have sweet and you have sour. Sour is the opposite of sweet. Lemons are sour, but with lemonade, it is sweet. Coffee's not sour, but it is bitter. It is bitter. Let's return to our reading and let's look at the next word. Emel has asked, what is cashier? Cashier is an excellent word. When you go to the grocery store, Miss Evie, will you look up cashier? She's so perfect. When you go to the grocery store, you take your little cart and you go shopping. And you pick the things. And then you put them in your little cart. And then when you go to, we use the term pay for or check out, you say hello to the cashier. The cashier is the person who will take your money, and you will check out all of your food or the things that you purchase. Cashier is good for the grocery store or for the, I'm trying to think of who else, at the restaurant. You go to the store for clothes, or you go to, even in the doctor's office. When you pay your bill for the doctor, that is a cashier. Because you ready? Cash, cash, cash. Cash is the word for paper money. And a cashier is the person who will take your money. Not your children, although children do take your money. But the person whose job it is to take your money.
All right.
The bitterness in me is just, I have so many comments. Okay, so let's look at our reading again. Let me see. Aha, you see in the next sentence, she gives him money because you give money to the cashier. So let's read the article perhaps one more time. I keep saying article. We'll read the paragraph one more time, and then we will take our quiz with the sentence structure. Okay?
She is hungry. She wants an apple. She walks outside. She goes to her car. She drives to the market. She sees a lot of apples. The green apples look sour. The red apples look sweet. She takes a red apple. She goes to the cashier. She gives him money. She eats the apple.
Mm-hmm. Very nice. Now let's go to a quiz to practice our sentence structure. In this exercise, we will put each of the words in the correct order. Remember, our order for a sentence will always include the first word of who. What person or what thing is completing the action? Who? Who? After who, we will ask what. What? What action is taking place? What are you doing with the action? Where? Where? Where is the action taking place? And when? When is the action taking place?
First, you look for pronouns or names for new students. Yeah.
Thank you, beautiful woman. So, first we will look for our subject. Our subject will be usually a pronoun. A pronoun is like I, you, he, or she. So, with the words, we have available the, she, market, to, drives. My gracious. The, she, market, to, drives. The, she, market, to, drives. Who is completing the action? Who is the person completing the action? She. Ah, Alejandro has put that here already. She. She drives to the market. She drives to the market. Period.
Period.
Let's check.
Yay!
Congratulations, 100%. Thank you, Alejandro. You are perfect. But we knew that. Not new information. Alejandro is perfect. Let's do number 2. La misma hora quiero sentir. I don't know.
C's,
Apples.
C's apples, lot of, she a.
Oof. Sees apples, lot of, she a. Sees apples, lot of, she a. Okay. So who? Who is completing the action? She. And what? What is she doing? She sees. And what does she see? Apples. But wait, how many apples? Does she see 1 apple? Does she see 5? I don't know. She sees a lot of. We can use the term a lot of, the pronunciation a lot of, a lot of. Those 3 words, a lot of, a lot of, a lot of. A lot of and many are equal. You can say many apples, or you can say a lot of apples. If you remember from lesson 4, unit number 1, we talked about a lot of and a little of. When you talk about amounts of things, fruits or vegetables, people or coffee, when you have a large quantity of something, we will use the word a lot of because it is perfect for both countable nouns like people or things, or non-countable nouns like coffee and water, sugar and time. A lot of is good for many and much. A lot of. For example, I have a lot of time. I drink a lot of coffee. This is true. I do drink a lot of coffee. I drink a lot of coffee. Maybe in the negative, I don't have a lot of time. I have a lot of patience. I eat a lot of food. Okay, so a lot of is a good word. Always we will have our quantity. Quantity is how much? Quantity. Always we have our quantity before our thing. For example, a lot of apples, a lot of time, a lot of people. In this sentence, we have she sees a lot of what? Apples. She sees a lot of apples. Let's put the period on and let's check. Look at that, 100%. With the next one, sentence number 3, it is up to you. What are the words that we have here?
Ooh, no pronouns here.
Ooh,
That makes this one hard.
challenge. This one's a strict level 2. The look green, apples sour. The look green, apples sour. What is the subject? There are no pronouns, but we do have a noun. In this case, our noun is plural. So what is the correct order for this sentence? The look green, apples sour. We are talking about the apples. The apples are what color? They are green. And because the apples is singular or plural?
S, plural.
Perfect. There is an S, therefore, por lo tanto, therefore it is plural. So the sentence will be the. Why the? Because we will put the word the when we have a plural noun. The apples. But what color? Green. Do you notice the word green is not greens, aunque es plural. Even though it's plural, it's just green. The green apples what? Look sour. The green apples look sour.
Sour look sour.
Well, what is the verb? Look. So, look is our verb and look will go next. The green apples look what? Sour. The green apples look sour. Period.
Hey.
Excellent. By the way, let's go to the translator if we can. So we will make some sentences with the word look. For example, you look tired. You seem tired. Our intention for those two sentences are equal. You can say the word look as in I see you, I observe you. Or you can use the word seem. Again, I see you and I observe you. You look tired is equal to you seem tired. Oof, you look sad. You seem sad. Let's return to our reading. excuse me, our quiz. Thank you, Miss Evie, for understanding my life. All right, let's check it. The green apples look sour. Correct. Perfect. All right, I think we have one more and then we have a quiz. No? Yes? No? Nope. We have two more then. All right. She apples red takes a. She apples red takes a. So remember, what is our structure for the sentence? Who, what, where, when, how, and why. Who is completing the action? What action is taking place? Where is the action taking place? How and why? So first, who? Who is doing the activity? She. She is completing the activity. What is she doing? She is taking. She takes. She takes. But what does she take? She takes an apple. Is it take a apple red or take a red apple? What is the correct order? She takes an apple red or she takes a red apple. We will always put our adjective, the color, first before the thing. My shirt is yellow. I have a yellow shirt. A yellow shirt. My shirt is yellow. I have a yellow shirt. My nails are red. I have red nails. The color will always go before the thing. I have a brown cup, a black phone, a yellow shirt. In the case here for apples, what is the correct answer? Red apples. Absolutely. She takes a red apple. Do you notice you have here the word apple, a singular? Because there is only one, we will use the article a. You will hear sometimes a, and sometimes you will hear the word an. A and a. A red apple is equal to a red apple. She takes a red apple. She takes a red apple. It is your choice. She takes a red apple. I do too. Actually, I like the green. I like sour apples. I do like sour apples. Do you prefer sour or sweet? She says I don't eat apples. All right, one.
Oh, I thought you were asking them.
Well, that's a good question. Do you guys prefer sour apples or sweet apples?
I prefer semi-sweet apples.
Ooh, complicated woman. Very high class. She says, I prefer semi-sweet apples. Semi means a little. Not totally, but a little. Me, I love sour. I love sour apples. If it's got a little bit of tinge to it, un poquito de limón. Sour apples, 100%. All right, let's look at the last one. Please put in the comment section below. We are divided here. I love sour and she likes semi-sweet. She likes sweet. Put in the comment section below, what do you prefer? Sour apples or sweet apples? I prefer sour and she prefers sweet. My mom, she loves the sweet apples, but I love sour. And my brother too. Okay, so she, the cashier, two goes. She, the cashier, two goes. Ooh, this one's a challenge because we have two things. But lovely Evie is correct. Often, if we have a pronoun like the word she, we will use our pronoun first. So, she will be our subject. She. What does she do? She goes. She goes. Where? Look at you, Alejandro. Perfect. She goes. She goes to the cashier. She goes to the cashier. Thank you, Alejandro, for your participation. She goes to the cashier. And let's check it. Beautiful, 100%. Congratulations, you're beautiful and you're smart. Next Monday, because that is the end of the class for today, but next Monday we will discuss more of the auxiliary modal verbs. Auxiliary and modal are the same thing, kind of.
Yeah.
Well, kind of.
Would be added.
Woo, yay! So, next Monday we will talk, porque futuro, we will talk about the auxiliaries in the future using the word will, would. We will talk about those modal verbs, how to ask a question about the future, and how to ask a question in a polite way using the word will and would. Thank you, thank you, thank you for your time and your patience. You are beautiful and wonderful students. You are, thank you. You are more than we deserve. Thank you for your time and your patience. Don't forget the classroom online has been updated. So there is material for this week about what we have learned this week. There are videos and quizzes that connect to the material, and then by the end of the day today, we will have the videos of the previous classes from this week up in the lessons too. Don't forget to take a look at your homework in the Google Classroom. If you have a question about anything, make a comment in the Google Classroom or send us an email. You can also make a comment in the section below. We thank you for your time and your patience. You're beautiful and wonderful students. Again, more than we deserve. Be safe and stay healthy. And don't forget to practice, 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 because practice makes perfect. Thank you, and we'll see you on Monday.